Hey everyone, Gil here at Camp Patton Family Compound. Well, I did it again. I started doing something and then think, idiot, get the camera out and record it for them. So what I'm doing is I'm working here in the kitchen where I got these shelves here and stuff, and I'm taking this out, and I've got a wire rack system to put in here. So I'm going to be putting that in here, and then I'll be installing that 2-burner indoor propane stove as well. So let me just go ahead and get on it here, all right? I started pulling stuff off this earlier, and I just forgot, record. Now this wooden shelf, what I'm going to wind up doing is I'm going to wind up notching it for the metal shelves so I can put it on there so that burner is not sitting on the plastic shelf liners. All right, so before I do that, get going too far here, let me go grab a pencil here. Yeah, pencil in here and do something. Okay, so you can see how I marked all the corners. I'm going to cut it out, so set that off to the side for now. Stock up on your lamp oil, folks. We're gonna have some power outages this winter. All right, so let's get at it here. What I have here, I have the racks here already set up and spread out. So I'm going to start working on putting it together here. All right, this is the top because they got the black things on it. So now usually when I put these together, I put the wheels on them, but because of where this is going to go with the wheels on it, there's not enough space for it to go under here with wheels on it. So I'm not going to be putting wheels on it. Now hang on a second while I move stuff around here. Now, I've measured a couple times to make sure it's going to fit, but just to make sure, I'm going to put one of the legs all the way together to make sure it fits. And they just simply go together. It comes with a screw, basically it's like a closed nipple in here for the whatever threads they're using here. And then you just kind of screw it together. Let me see how much space. Whoa, okay. These are a little bit taller than the other ones. So let me go double check and do some measuring. I thought for sure I had about 2 inches worth of room here to do it. So let me go check. I'll be right back. And we're at tape measure in here. My clearance here is 71 inches. Go check the other shelf. Okay. Interesting. The unit that I measured, it's in the bedroom, in the office bedroom there, is 70.5 inches with wheels on it, and it's from Sam's Club where I got this. So evidently Sam's Club is making them a little bit taller, and so what I'm going to have to do is, in reality here, is I'm going to have to go in there take that one apart. Oh, empty it off first. Move it out. Move it over here and just see if it'll fit straight in here the way, together. And if it does, then I'll just have to adjust shelves. So give me a while to go take care of that. And for you, it's only going to be a couple seconds. So I'm going to take care of that and get right back in here and see how I can correct this bonus height from Sam's Club. Okay, I must really be screwing up here. Ah, that's what I did. Okay, I figured out what I did. I did screw up on something kind of stupid. When I measured in there, I just measured the top of the shelf, forgetting that, wait a minute, because I had a bunch of things hanging on this, I couldn't see these on both sides. So I figured, oh, I put the shelf at the top. So I measured it. No, shelf's not at the top. So now I got to do some brainstorming here, and I got to come up with something else here. So I will be back at it here shortly. Another boo-boo I did. Well, that took about 40 seconds to figure out. I'm going to be a little sneaky here. So I need to have this shorter, which means the bottom leg piece here, just pulled apart here so you can see what I'm talking about here. So these leg pieces are basically the same length. All right. So I need one of these that's shorter. Well, get this off of here. This wire rack here is shorter, and its pieces are somewhere around in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this apart, take the top two shelves off, unscrew these posts, use them over there, take the top posts from over there, use them on here, make this one taller, and make that one just so it fits underneath the piece over there, the shelves. So hopefully you followed that. So basically I'm taking a short one and a big one, taking them in half and swapping pieces around. So it should work. So give me a while to unload this one and get some stuff going here. Actually, I also need to unload the top half of that one too. Alrighty, I'm back at it again. I will see you in a couple seconds. Hey guys, well, so the short rack here, I was going to, just to pull the top off of it. Well, it seems that for that one, it's not done in, by half. It's thirds. So two of them is equivalent to the one of the pieces. So and then I also figured, well, I'll go ahead and figure something out. So I just put the tops on that. Figure out to use, maybe just go about the top on whatever. Anyways, I ran into another amazing little thing. This, I'm going to show you if it's going to show up here. The threads are going to show up or not. Is the one off the short one. This is the one off the tall one. I don't know if you can tell, but the threads, see me between it because it's not going together. This is a finer thread than this is. So this is a coarse thread. They won't screw together. So I'll go ahead and stick this back in here so I don't lose it. So while I was, grumping around because I was all mad and disappointed about the pieces not being interchangeable. There we go. I came back in and I put two of the posts together. Figured, all right, just how much off am I? And one of the posts, I left nothing on the bottom. The other one, I put the adjustable foot on. I go, all right, let's see how far we're off and everything else. So I came over here and I put him up here. I'm thinking, oh man, without a foot, I'm only about 7/8 of an inch too long. Down at this end over here, it's like, without a foot on it, I'm only 1/8 of an inch too long. So there's a bit of difference in the angle of the shelf up here, the way they put it up. So I got thinking, all right, what other ways can I do this? How can I make this work? And started looking at it and figuring things out. And make sure I'm grabbing the right one here. Okay. And so what I did was I popped the ends out of the top. Figured, okay, I got to cut 2 of them off. And then I realized, wait a minute. I checked the width on it. I only need to cut 1 of them. So that's the long one. So what I did is I cut 1 off. I cut about, let me show you how much I cut off. Match these up. So I cut that much off. So I'm like, okay, not bad. So I just cut it off at this little line right here, and use my angle grinder with a cutoff blade on it and cut it off. So now I can go ahead and assemble it and put it together. So anyway, so you can watch me put it together here, and I'm going to see if I can make this work right. I'm going to put the end in that one. I make sure I get the right ones going in the right spot here. This one here. And figure out what did I do with the top. Here they are. So I'm going to put the top that popped out right in there like that, and it's now good to go. So this is the one that goes in the back. It's the short one. Actually, I don't want to put the tops on yet, because I got to do some figuring around out down here. So has me thrown off my game totally, trying to fix the one part. Come on, release. There we go. So, give me a second. I'll just cut this out, edit it out here. All right, let me move this one here up in there. This up a little bit closer here. All right, what's the biggest box I got? It's going to go into there. That box there. All right, this is going to be the tallest box that's going to go on the floor under the shelf. So I'm going to use it as a measurement. This is probably 1/8 of an inch higher than a bundle of the paper towels. So, all right. What I need to do here first, I'm going to take these and figure out. Okay, so this one here is too low. This one here puts it up, gives me a little bit of clearance. So this is the one I'm going to put all of them at. Let's go ahead and just start making them all match here. All right, so first thing I need to do here now . Stick these on through. They're sitting right. Not sure if that's catching it all. No, it's not. Just putting these on in there. This is where having a person help me to video, they could adjust the camera to, okay, got a hanger here. Lock into the proper space there. Sometimes they just don't like to mesh up right. Okay, now need my mallet. And it clears the box just fine. Alright, now, next thing I got to figure out, probably go about the same height for the second one here. Let me double check if how much difference I got here of different things. Let me see what I got to put on it here. Alright, that's going to go underneath. I'm going to match the all boxes here I have of these things. And so, yeah, that's got to go. Alright, where did I just set my mallet? There it is. Alright, these come in and out good. Alright, now the next thing I want to do, move this over a little bit closer here. I want to make sure I'm lower than the shelf over here. Now, let me get the camera aimed right again, sorry. Now I want to make sure I'm lower than the countertop to be able to put the burner on it. So this is the burner. Therefore, I want it off the shelf. Okay, spotted it. Okay, if I put it there, so I got to eyeball it again. Okay. This one's easy because it lines up on the double marks on it, so that's why it says double marks right here. That's where it slides down to. So I put it above and slide it down to that mark. One more. Okay. Now, some of you may be wondering why I want it lower than the counter over here. Simple. Because the stove top is even with the counter. So I wanted it below, so when I put that up on it, it's about even with the counter like a regular stove would be. Now, one more thing I need to grab real quick over here. So until I get that plywood cut to go on here, I'm going to double up these, make it a little bit thicker, so that when I just set this on here for right now for storage, it's sitting pretty good. And then I just there we go. And then once I get the plywood on it, the plywood will stick out a little bit in front of it, a couple inches, so I'll be able to shove this all the way back and not have to pinch the hose. And it'll be sitting right at the front of the plywood for me and my wife to be able to work on it. And it gives us a space off to the side here to put stuff on. So that's part one. Now let's get into some ugly stuff here. Now before you wonder and start asking, what the heck is he doing? I'll tell you. Okay. When I put the uprights on, it's not going to be able to get, I don't want to try to lower a shelf down. And you'll see what I'm talking about here in a second here. I've always found it easier that when I'm assembling them, I got the bottom half done, go ahead and drop one or two down, and it's easier to lift it up to where I want it at and try to lower it down overhead. Alright, so I got the shelf on there now. Of course, you know, I might have been able to squeeze it up here, but there's another reason why I wanted to get it on there now ahead of time. Because now, I can put it up to about where I want it at. Okay, now I got a shelf up here. I got plenty of clearance in here to do the pressure cooker. Make sure on that. I got plenty of clearance. What I'm going to put up on top here is going to be pots and pans. So any heat from below here is not going to affect the pots and pans. So this is, I think, it's going to be a real good setup here. Now I only use I use 4 of the 6 shelves. So that means I got 2 extra shelves. Those are going to go in the living room over there when I get one more rack system to go with this rack over. To go with this rack here, and that'll be part of the indoor garden experiment for next spring. But the one other bonus I do have on this stuff here, I have some cool baskets that are made for these. This is made for a black one I have, and it just kind of just find a spot here and line it up. Yep, and just tap it down in because it fits in. It kind of wedges in between the some of the rods here. You just give it a little tap, and there it is. And I got 3 more of them. So that didn't show you. You can't really hard to see it. There it is. So what I'll do down here, pull this back up here. So that's going to go around the back. We'll actually do it. Now the only thing when you have the plastic on it, you got to lift the plastic up a little bit and get it to line up, and boom, there it goes. The next ones are kind of close, so I'm probably not going to put anything there. But I will put another one down here. There we go. And I'll save that to go on the indoor garden experiment. So right now I got the racks here just sitting kind of where I want. I still got to go cut that board. I'll do that tomorrow morning because it's now gotten past dark, and yeah. And what I'll also do is down on this shelf down here, I'll probably put some of these can sorters down there too. So. Alrighty, so that's what's hang on. Now we don't have the bright light shining the camera. So there we have it. I'll give you another little video once it's all finalized and done. And actually, when I'm cutting the board and putting it in, I'll do a little video on that. But I got that in there. I can tell right now it's going to give us a lot more room to take stuff off other shelves and stuff, like especially that little short one behind us here. And when I put it on here, I'll be able to put more food on that other one. Alrighty. So before I take off, just a quick reminder. Over on my other channel, Gray Man Prepping, they're still doing the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And so what I'll do is, until that happens, until it is complete, I will put the link for that video for that right up here. I'll put a link for the indoor garden experiment here. I'll put another video over here you might be interested in, and I'll put Gray Man Prepping's link up here. Alrighty, and then I'll change out the one afterwards. Alright, see you around.